Hello there, my name is Paul Webb and I'm an author. This is my first book, Buddha Late than Ever, the story of an ordinary man's search for happiness and the lessons learnt along the way. My 20s were dominated by a story of love loss, tragedy and betrayal, pretty well everything except for murder. That'll come in a sequel and hopefully be fictional. But it's really the story from that lowest point of transforming adversity. I'm very pleased to say that on Amazon there are now 30 reviews and this book is averaging 4.7 stars. A local newspaper reviewed it and said, "It is a compelling, life-affirming, self-reflecting story that will stay with you and inspire you."
As soon as I saw the cover of the book, I was intrigued. Buddhist faith is something that's always interested me, and I had a holiday coming up, so I took that book and only that book away with me. I read it from cover to cover. I absolutely loved it. As soon as I started it, I knew it was a book all about personal development. But what I've not come across in my sort of journey over the last 10 years is a guy's version of events that's prepared to be so honest and frank.
I actually had the book as a Christmas present, which was a nice surprise. And I actually read probably a good quarter of it on Christmas Day because I was that enthralled from sort of the outset when I started to read it. It wasn't what I expected. I expected it to be talking about religion and talking about Buddha, bearing in mind the title. But what I found it to be was something that I could relate to, which I think is really important. That's probably why I continued to read it like I did. And your life related very closely to my life, and probably lots of other people out there, their lives experiences, chances missed, opportunities not taken.
I think what the book taught me was the importance of practicing kindness and patience, also how to be positive and have a positive outlook on life. And also the fact that holding on to anger and negative emotions like pain and grief and that kind of thing are only going to hurt yourself. It's like holding on to a hot piece of coal. So you do have the choice to make that decision of holding on to that anger and pain or letting it go.
Fear has always been quite a significant part of my life, and at the moment we've got two children and they're age 11 and 12, and it's a stage where we say you've got to go out, do things, grasp opportunities. And at the same time I then look at how I've approached things and what perhaps I've backed away from for being scared and not taken opportunities that have come my way. So the minute I read that fear was false emotions appearing real, that really did just sort of ring alarm bells to me as to, well, is there anything to really be scared about? It's often the thought, the prospect of doing something that is terrifying, as opposed to actually when you do make the decision, commit to it, and then just get on with it. So I've stopped being afraid of things.
It reminded me to look after your mind more, and we are now in an era where mindfulness is so important. So it really helped with that. But I just love the fact that I can recommend this on to men that I work with in my business and know with confidence they're going to get a huge amount from it.
I would highly recommend the book to anybody who's interested in general life events, interested in a good, honest story, which I think would resonate with all of us. We've all got life experiences, and we're all more similar than we actually realise. And I think that's important, is recognising that everybody's the same. We're all connected in lots of different ways. Thanks for writing it, Paul. I'm appreciative.